Welcome once again to another night of action with USA Championship Wrestling. I, of course, am a recovered Jason Schaefer back here at the Bluefield Sports Arena with Solomon's seal in hand just to counteract any of the effects that may still be lingering in the building from one Ken Steele. Joining with me, my partner in crime, my best friend, Shotgun Johnny Sullivan.
How are you tonight, Jason? I'm glad to see you back, man.
It's great to be recovered.
I tell you what, man, we got a great card on hand tonight, a lot of action. So, without further ado, go ahead and take it, Mr. Schaefer.
Let's roll these opening credits and get this baby started.
USA Championship Wrestling presents the greatest stars of professional wrestling, bringing you the best in mat action. Coming to you live from the Bluefield Sports Arena.
Welcome once again to the Bluefield Sports Arena. Jason Schaefer here. I did want to thank all the fans that are in attendance. You know, we've got 15 counties in West Virginia here that are underwater, so we do want to thank everybody for braving the elements and coming out and joining us live tonight. I also want to thank everybody that's joining in, watching on the live stream, and of course, all of you at home watching us on Cozy TV. Just really excited to be here tonight. This is going to be a great show. You know, we've had a lot of things go down here as of late in USA Championship Wrestling. We've had some recent injuries. You know, Frank Parker being joined here by the incredible Will Huckaby.
You know the routine, don't you? What's the routine? That's right. And you do what? You hold the mic. Now, USA Championship Wrestling, I've noticed in my absence, there's been a lot of things occur. There's been a lot of suspensions. There's been a lot of injuries. There's been a lot of backstabbing and skullduggery. Well, Sheik, Cuban, Drake Tungsten, let me tell you something. I might not like Frank Parker, all right? Let's get that right. I can't stand the ground that Frank Parker walks on, but he's a grown man. I'm a grown man. Hold this mic. I'm a grown man, and when I decide to face my beef with Frank Parker, it's in the ring. I'm not gonna jump him like the cowards that they are. So Sheik, Cuban Assassin, Drake Tungsten, you guys are gonna hear from the Incredible Huck very, very soon, because I don't appreciate what you've done to Frank Parker. I don't appreciate the fact that you've stolen my opportunity to show these people of USA Championship Wrestling how big of a punk Frank Parker really is. Now, speaking of punks, you understand why I'm here at USA Championship Wrestling, don't you? Just nod your head. I'm here for competition. I'm here to face the very best. I'm here to beat up guys like Frank Parker. And what have you people given me? What has the committee at USA Championship Wrestling given me so far? Nobodies, nothings, scrubs, jabronis. I asked for competition. And I expect Really?
What's up, Mr. Huckaby? I hear you come out here and talk about how USA haven't presented you nothing inside the square circle, so I brought myself today. Hit me up. How about me and you, Huck?
So you actually...
Whoa. Pause. You know me, I know you. Me and you tonight, USA Championship Wrestling in the middle of the square circle. What you say?
Well, just as sure as they're making me wear this horrible, horrible shirt from off the beaten trek or road or path or whatever, just as sure as I'm wearing this horrible, horrible shirt, you best believe you got a match tonight, buddy.
That's all I wanted. See you in the ring.
Really?
Fans, don't go away. The action heats up tonight. Deget Bundlez, William Huckaby right here, USA Championship Wrestling. I'm being joined here, folks, by a man that I've known for quite some time, a man who has kind of switched his program up a little bit, if you will. He needs no introduction. a good friend of mine, Mr. Shawn Cruz.
Well, Jason, it's good to see you. Last week, folks, I came out here and I talked about my friend Frank Parker, who's on the road to recovery, and I'm happy to say that. He'll be back as soon as he can. I wanted to thank you guys for the support that you showed last week. I haven't heard stuff like that in a long time for obvious reasons, but you guys, you gave me the support I needed when I needed it to beat the champion of this place. And I want to give something back and show you that I'm not just what you've seen for the last several years. I can wrestle. I can actually wrestle. I'm pretty good at it. I like doing that for you guys. I like being something you guys can be proud of. So I'm going to try to do that for you tonight. Guys, I'm going to admit, it's kind of my default setting to rear back and punch somebody in the face or just go for their eye or something like that. So if you see me going to do it, just tell me not to. I'll try to remember. But I'm going to go ahead and take on this young man who's a pretty fine amateur wrestler. So we're going to see how we do tonight.
Good luck. Don't go away. We're going right to the ring for action. Shawn Cruz.
Weighing in at 181 pounds, from Christiansburg, Virginia, introducing Cory, Bryant. And his opponent, weighing in at 243 pounds, from New Mexico, he is Shawn Cruz.
Shotgun Sullivan. Let's dive right in here. I'd say we're going to have a wrestling match on our hands, as is the case whenever Shawn Cruz steps into that squared circle.
I think it is. Every time Shawn Cruz steps in there, it's always exciting, always a technical match. I'm telling you, I've said it before and I'll say it again, he's very ring-wise. And the youngster that he's competing against seems to be very ring-wise also. Just grab the rope.
Cory Bryan, I know that he's got about 10 years in the business, if my sources are not incorrect. I'm not so familiar with him, but I know he's traveled around quite a bit and has several matches under his belt. But he's going to have his hands full with a gentleman you and I are very, very familiar with in one Shawn Cruz.
Absolutely. It's not going to be an easy bout for him, that's for sure. Because, Shawn Cruz has got the experience, he's got the age, he's got the strength, he's got the height.
And you know what else? My prediction right now, I'm going to say that this is going to be a technical match. I think we're going to see a lot of wrestling.
It should be. I've studied Shawn Cruz for a long time. He's very technical. He knows exactly what he wants to do way before he wants to do it.
Look at that standing switch. He gets behind Cruz, and Cruz is able to power out. And look at that. He's got that arm behind him, turns it around. Look at this. What he's doing there is he's picking that arm, and he's gonna work on it. That's exactly what you're gonna see. Old school wrestling here in USA Championship Wrestling.
That's exactly right. Glad to bring old school wrestling back here. The youngster just reversed it on Shawn Cruz, which is, to me,
Cruz resisting the temptation to go to the eyes, just like he said he would. I'm telling you, Shotgun, we're seeing a kinder, gentler Shawn Cruz as he takes the youngster down.
I think the Sheik and Drake Tungsten has put a sour taste in Shawn Cruz's mouth over what they've done to Frank Parker.
Well, Shawn Cruz has spent a lot of time traveling the roads with one Frank Parker. Another individual that you and I are very, very familiar with, rest his soul, Scotty McKeever. Shawn Cruz spent a lot of time traveling the roads with Scotty as well, and I can't help but think, hot on the heels of a great loss to not only the wrestling community but Shawn Cruz's personal life. It really hit home when they had that heinous attack on Frank Parker. Look at that. Speaking of attacks, big shoulder takedown. Cruz winds up and over. The youngster, look at this big scoop. The big slam.
Shawn Cruz showing the power that he has over this young man. Knee to the mouth. You know that hurt.
He hooks the leg. Comes away with a 2 count. Referee Jonathan Schrader in there, keeping the action under control in this one.
Sean's got him right in the middle of the ring.
Officiating this contest, if you will.
That's where he wants him, right in the middle of the ring.
That's
you see
right.
the youngster trying to reach for the ropes so Sean can break the hold, but he's not going to break it.
The youngster attempting to get back to his vertical base. Look at this. The fans are coming alive. Shawn Cruz shoots him off, winds up, a swing and a miss, misses again. Oh, look at that. Big, huge crossbody, takes down a much larger Shawn Cruz, but doesn't even get a 2 count. He's not going to win the match like that. Look at that, tremendous job.
He's not going to get Shawn Cruz like that, that's for sure, Jason Shaw.
Shawn got control of the individual as he places him in the corner. I think where he's trying to switch his program up a little bit, he's not only throwing off his opponent, but he's throwing himself off a little bit too.
Old habits are hard to break. He's got him right back in the middle of the ring.
Look at that, letting the blood rush to the head. Look at this, 1, 2, 3. Oh! And Cruz makes the cover, but only comes away with 2. I thought for sure that was all she wrote, Mr. Sullivan.
I was sure it was. I'd have put money on it that it was.
You know, we touched on it briefly earlier. First of all, last week's show, I'm still reeling from last week's show, but what a tremendous contest that Shawn Cruz had last week facing one Sheik Akbar. I mean, that was an incredible display of athleticism. That was what this sport is all about.
That was just I love to watch Shawn Cruz work, and I love when he beat the Sheik last week.
That was absolutely incredible. You know, it restores faith to the fans. You know, this Sheik Akbar he's got to be stopped. He and the Cuban assassin and one Bronco Barnett have just run roughshod. Look at that.
Wow.
And that's all she wrote.
That's all she wrote right there.
And the winner of the match, Shawn Cruz.
The United Way and Cucumber & Company have had a long-standing relationship. We feel very blessed to have Cucumber as a resource in our community because they are really a high-quality technical design and production company. We feel like it's quality that you could put up against anyone in the nation, really. Cucumber & Company is very easy to deal with. Updates are very fast. If we call one morning with an update, we see the change that afternoon. It makes life easy.
If you want to shop smart, you gotta shop Hart. The savings are in Salem. Get a 2018 Kia Optima LX, just $282 a month. Or a brand new 2018 Kia Sportage LX, only $313 a month. Lease the all-new 2018 Stinger, just $299 a month. The area's premier selection of pre-owned and certified pre-owned Kias, starting at just $86.76. When you want to shop smart, remember, shop Hart. You can't go wrong.
If your club, your school, or your civic organization would like to have the great stars of USA Championship Wrestling to come to your town, you give us a call at 681-207-3175 or drop us a line at usacwonline.com. Future wrestlers, referees, and managers, get the finest instruction from seasoned veterans right in your backyard. Contact the USACW Training School at usacwonline.com for all the details.
Welcome back, wrestling fans, and we're here with a newcomer to USA Championship Wrestling, one Michael Spencer. On behalf of USA Championship Wrestling, welcome.
Thank you, sir. It is a pleasure to be here at USA Championship Wrestling in Bluefield, West Virginia. Make some noise, baby. Come on. Super excited to be here. I can't wait to bring my athleticism and energetic wrestling style. That's all I got, sir.
Well, if that's all you got, then we'll let you turn it loose in the ring. How about that?
Yes, sir. Come on, baby. Let's make some noise. Come on.
this corner right here, weighing in at 219 pounds, from Havana, Cuba, he is the Cuban Commando. And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 210 pounds, from Statesville, North Carolina, his Michael Spencer.
Well, Jason, Michael Spencer sure is a ball of fire, I can tell you that. He's super excited to be here and wrestling on TV.
And who can blame him? This is this
really.
is USA Championship Wrestling. This is where the action is. This is where you're going to see some real wrestling, traditional in the way that that we want to see professional wrestling.
We got the greatest fans. We do. We've got the greatest fans in the wrestling business.
Give a shout out to a couple of them right now. I know that Eric Rousey and the folks at Suspended Animation are watching all the way up in Wilmington, Delaware, and Philadelphia. I want to give a shout out to them right now.
We got Jason Gwynn down in Radford, Virginia. He's a big fan of ours. We got Stephanie Cook Wright. She's from Chatham, Virginia.
Also want to recognize one of our great sponsors, and that's East River Vapor. They've got nearly 200 flavors of e-liquids in stock, all from the national brands at the best prices you're going to find. That's 104 East Street in Bluefield, Virginia. Check them out on Facebook. Again, that's East River Vapor, 104 East Main Street in Bluefield, Virginia. I bet you like to vape a little bit, don't you, Shawn?
Yeah. I occasionally vape just a little bit.
I can see you out there blowing clouds.
Another one of our fans from the great state of Washington, out in Spokane, Washington, Greg Huddle.
There you go. Shout out to Greg Huddle. Look at this as the Cuban goes to work on the virtual newcomer there in the corner. Seems as if he got a couple shots in a little bit low. He fires off with a chop. Not going to comment, but it looks like he's having a little bit of a problem. I think maybe the Cuban caught him a little bit low and may have done it again. He hooks the leg.
Maybe just a little.
Barely comes away with a 1. You're not going to win it like that.
No. But you know the Cuban dynasty as well as what I do. You've not only got to worry about the Commando inside, you have to worry about his partner on the outside.
That's right. And then, floating around here somewhere, not far away, I'm sure, is Mr. Hollywood, the Cuban assassin, if you will.
Yeah, it's Mr. Hollywood, all right. He reminds me of something from Hollywood. Lassie.
That's right. That's absolutely right. Definitely want to give a shout out to our friend Jason Scott from Spookables. He's in attendance tonight. Don't forget all the collectibles they have right down the road. That's Spookables. They've got about everything you can imagine, from vinyl to wrestling figures to wrestling memorabilia, horror memorabilia, and comic books as well.
I haven't had a chance to get in there. I'm going to have to go down there and take a gander at what all they got.
I tell you what, you can spend 3 or 4 hours in there hanging out with Jason, and you still won't see everything in that place. It really is. It's almost like a museum, if you will. The Cuban goes to work on the arm of the newcomer. I'm not real sure that this isn't going to break down and be a 2-on-1 at some point here. You noted the other Cuban outside here, and he looks like he's chomping in the bit to get involved in the action.
Yeah, you notice as well as I do, this is what this is going to turn into. I mean,
well, he winds up, tries to hit him with the big boot, comes around. Look at
awesome
that,
move.
sort of
Cuban wasn't expecting that.
A modified insecurity. Look at that, leaps off the top rope, crossbody, hooks the legs. This kid wants to get everybody hyped up. The other Cuban trying to get a piece of the newcomer here and not able to quite reach him without our senior official, Eric. Look at that.
I told you.
Look at that.
I told you.
I spoke too soon. Senior referee Eric Foster attempted to return order. Look at this, a swing and a miss. He's hooked him on the ropes. Look at this. This is straight out of the Cuban Assassin's book. That didn't work out so well. Schoolboy roll up, 1, 2, 3, and he comes away with the victory.
And the winner of the match, Michael Spencer.
You know, I'm being told, Shotgun, that we've got another clip that we're going to roll here. You know, it's from the tag team AWOL. You know, they're making quite a splash here in USA Championship Wrestling, if you will.
Yes, sir.
Let's roll that clip.
Roll that clip.
August 18th, Mount Hope, West Virginia, USA Championship Wrestling. You know what, Mark Wood? We just saw on USA Championship Wrestling official site that you've got us wrestling somebody named Adam Thomas and Danny Ray. What happened to Hustle and Muscle? Boys, we are AWOL. After last week, we proved that we do what we want, when we want, to who we want. And now you've got us wrestling somebody other than Hustle and Muscle. Listen here, Hustle and Muscle. Boys, if you're afraid, just say you're afraid. But Danny, Ray, Adam Thomas, boys, I feel bad for you. But if we've got to go through you to get to those titles, that's what we'll do. That's a guarantee.
Here's a question. How many Beckley area dealers offer a 1,000,000-mile warranty? 1. Hometown Kia's 1,000,000-mile warranty comes with every new vehicle. And best of all, it's free.
America's Best Value just got better with our exclusive 1,000,000-mile coverage. Keep some money in your pocket with this 2018 Kia Sportage LE. $3,500 off MSRP. Or save big on a 2018 Kia Sorento LX. $5,600 off MSRP.
Hometown Kia, going that extra 1,000,000 miles for you. Shop online and learn about the 1,000,000-mile warranty at hometownkia.com.
I worked part-time on a strip job, and I realized I didn't want to do that with my life. I found Mount West, and I was so glad I did.
Employers today seem to be looking for people with marketable skills. What we've set up here in this laboratory is a mock-up of what you would see in industrial controls in a manufacturing plant. Actual equipment, the actual hardware, not simulations, pretend. It's real hardware.
If you want to shop smart, you gotta shop Hart. The savings are in Salem. Get a 2018 Kia Optima LX, just $282 a month, or a brand new 2018 Kia Sportage LX, only $313 a month. Lease the all-new 2018 Stinger, just $299 a month. The area's premier selection of pre-owned and certified pre-owned Kias, starting at just $86.76. When you want to shop smart, remember, shop Hart. You can't go wrong.
Well, congratulations, we're all done.
Wow, that was easy.
Much better than last time.
How'd it go before?
Let's get you in this car. But first, let's go over some details. Purchase price of your vehicle is $39,999 plus a dealer fee of $500. Tax is $14.77 plus a $175 dock fee. And the DMV charges $30 to title your vehicle, and that's only tax at $24.99. Now we're going to give you $2,000 for your trade-in, which is a little less than we originally discussed, but just how we have to write it up in the paperwork. So your payments will start next month and continue for the next 95 months.
Tired of the bull? Should have gone directly to Hyundai of Beckley.
Welcome back to USA Championship Wrestling. I'm Jacques Moliere, and USA Championship Wrestling is coming to your town. Next Thursday, TV taping at the Sports Arena in Bluefield, West Virginia at 8 p.m. Catch all the stars of USA Championship Wrestling right here at the Sports Arena every Thursday night at 8 p.m. Saturday, August 18th, USA Championship Wrestling returns to Mount Hope, West Virginia at the Heritage Center. 7:30 p.m. bell time in Mount Hope. Advance tickets on sale at Bear Arms, Gun and Pawn in Mount Hope. Don't miss our big return event in Mount Hope on August 18th. Ken Steele returns to action in Mount Hope on August 18th. Jeff James makes his wrestling debut against Mr. Hollywood, Cuban Assassin. Saturday, August 25th in Newcastle, Virginia at 7:30 p.m. bell time in Newcastle, Virginia. Stay tuned for details on this great event next week. Sunday, September 2nd an afternoon event with a 2 p.m. bell time in Pax, West Virginia at the Community Center. 2 p.m. bell time in Pax, West Virginia. Advance tickets on sale now at the Corner Gas and Grill in Pax, West Virginia. Friday, September the 7th, in War, West Virginia, for the War Fall Festival. Huge lineup on tape for War, West Virginia, Friday, September 7th. Watch USA Championship Wrestling on Facebook Live every Thursday night at 8 p.m. On Friday nights at 11 p.m. on WZTS Digital 16.1 and on your local cable system. And check USA Championship Wrestling on Facebook for all the upcoming events. Up next, Jason Schaefer will now interview the United States Tag Team Champions, Bobby Yella and Scotty Reigns.
What's going on, y'all? Come on, make What's going on?
Man, it's good to see you guys. You know what I'm saying? Off the Beaten Track is in the house tonight. You know, I can't help but make an observation, fellas. You know, you guys wear the Off the Beaten Track logo everywhere you go. I'm thinking that there's some folks that are confused. They don't know it's the Off the Beaten Track clothing company. They think it's a Target. You know, you got AWOL gunning for you guys. You got the Starliners and all their shenanigans. What next?
Well, first off, this is the moment that we've all been waiting for. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You talking about the bros that run the show. The Mochaccino Bambinos, the Your United States Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Scotty, tell the good people.
First and foremost, how sweet it is to carry this gold. Make some noise, West Virginia. On a serious note, I want to thank everybody for getting here safe. There are 13 counties dealing with flash floods. So we are an awesome tag team, but we're a praying tag team. So anybody that's out there dealing with that, you guys are in our hearts and in our prayers from the bottom of our hearts. We have had one heck of a journey from getting thrown from pillar to post with AWOL. Boy, you want to talk about a butt whooping there. But you know what? We're still standing. We're still tag team champions. Every single one of y'all. It's because of you guys that we keep fighting and the reason why we're still here. Starliners, our journey isn't over. It's not over by a long shot. These tag team belts, they're meant to be defended. And we are fighting champions. And we are fighting for you guys.
That's right. They're fighting champions. They never run away from a fight. Hustle, the muscle, off the beaten track. You know, those are fighting champions. Those guys, you know, they deserve to wear that gold, Chuck and Sullivan.
I tell you what, you missed it when AWOL made their appearance here. Jason, they're monsters. They're just pure, plain, brute force monsters.
You know, that's something to be said. You know, you and I have called a lot of these things together.
Absolutely.
And for you to make a comment like that, you know, that's something that hits home.
They scared me and I wasn't even in the ring.
In this corner right here, weighing in at 298 pounds, from Atlanta, Georgia, he is Will Huckaby. And second, his opponent, weighing in at 255 pounds, from Charlotte, North Carolina, he is Deget Bundlez.
Get it right when you say my name. Deget, D-E-G-E-T, Bundlez. Bill from Niagara Falls, New York. Now let's try.
Okay. Introducing Deget Bundlez.
They're going to call you loser after this match. It doesn't matter.
Well, my frustration is on you now because of his hiccups.
Well, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. I can get it right. Deget Bundlez, hailing from Niagara Falls, New York. Give it up. brought up the term monsters before, and let me tell you something. This Deget Bundlez, he's a monster, and that gentleman, and I use the term loosely, standing across the ring from him, the Incredible Huck, he is a monster as well, Shotgun Johnny Sullivan.
Absolutely. I've watched the Incredible Hulk work here, right here in the USA Championship Wrestling Sports Arena in Bluefield, West Virginia.
Let me tell you something. These two have history. They know each other. We're getting ready to see a show here right now, here.
It's going to look like 2 buck deer locked up, fighting in the woods. I can guarantee you it's what it's going to look like.
You're absolutely right. And let me tell you something. The Incredible Huck has been everywhere, burning up these roads as of late. He's been down in Georgia. He's been all the way up to Buffalo, New York, and everywhere in between. He's stepped in every squared circle he can and faced every opponent that was willing.
Show of strength right in the middle of the ring. Neither man giving an inch.
Look at that, like a freight train hitting a brick wall.
Looked like Huck may have took just a little damage there.
Well, let me tell you, these are 2 double tough individuals, and neither one of them will back down from a fight, that's for sure.
Absolutely. This is going to be a good match, Jason. Here they go, going for the test of strength.
Perhaps a test of height.
I'd like to give a couple more shout-outs to some of our fans. Selena Huckaby. I wonder if they're any relation.
If there is, she probably wouldn't claim it.
Miss Jimmy Wilson and the good doctor himself, Roger Ham, is watching.
I want to give a shout out to a good buddy of mine, Anthony Burge, King Crippler. Congratulations on his recent romantic involvement. From what I hear, there's a love story there, Shotgun.
I heard that. I really did, and I'm glad for the young man. You know, he does a lot of good work for USA Championship Wrestling. He does the blog and stuff.
He's our internet director.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's a good job. And speaking of a good job, Deget Bundlez firing away. Incredible Huck taking him down. took his base out from under and put him on the mat.
You know, that's what you got to do. If you're going to chop down a big tree, you got to start at the bottom.
That patented Huckaby move, he's going to put the man in the corner. He's going to go to work on him. He's going to get away with anything and everything that referee Jonathan Schrader allows him to. And he's going to hurt Deget Bundlez if he gets the chance.
He's taking the man up off of his feet. You can watch and see he's taking him off his feet. A big snapmare. Snapmare out of the corner. That was huge, Jason.
They call him the Incredible Huck for a reason, ladies and
That's
gentlemen.
exactly right.
Not seeming to slow Deget Bundlez down. He's looking to prove himself. A big scoop and a big slam. That right there would be my nomination for the Willie K Slam of the Week. Of course, Willie K watching us. He's one of our friends at the Hart Kia. That's the home of the Willie K Tour. Give Willie K a shout. It's kind of cool. He's got a new program going on. It's a guaranteed credit approval in under 5 minutes, no matter what your current credit situation is. Go ahead and give Willie K a shout at 540-444-4444. Look at that.
That hurt the man right there, Jason.
Absolutely, it did. He's picked on that leg and that knee, and he's gone to work.
The crowd trying to get behind Deget here.
Kind of a modified one-leg crab there, Shotgun.
I don't think
he's not going to let go.
Referee's asking him to give up. I don't think this man's going to give up. I don't think there's any quit in him.
No, he doesn't know the word quit, I don't believe. You know, kind of interesting. You know, he's a fantastic physical specimen, and then, you know, he wears that gold chain to the ring every time.
Yeah, I noticed that, and I was kind of wondering about the chain.
Oh, manages to turn the tide on Huckaby. He's going to give him a taste of his own medicine.
Huckaby don't like it. You can hear him screaming.
Look at that. You really get a gauge for just the size and the strength and the power as he bends that leg in a manner that God did not intend for it to happen. Huckaby manages to get to the ropes, and Bundlez slaps his hand away.
And then pulls him to the center of the ring so he can control him and get him right there where he needs him.
You know, that's the hallmark of a true champion. Always aware of that ring awareness, that ring positioning. A frustrated Bundlez lets go of the hold.
The incredible Huck trying to get back up to his vertical base. Oh, gouge to the eyes.
You know what they say. Also, everything's fun and games till somebody loses an eye. Then it's just fun and games you can't see.
Yeah. Huck favoring that knee that Deget was working on.
Both these men are feeling the effects of that knee.
Huck goes right back to work, right back on the same knee again.
Yes.
On Deget. But that's what you got to do.
You know, Huck is just a vicious competitor.
Yes.
I've seen him hurt other people, and I've seen him hurt himself. That's one of the things. He's not afraid to use his body as a weapon.
He hurts himself to hurt other people.
Yes, yes. Both men feeling the effects of this one.
I was getting ready to say the same thing, Jason. I really was.
Oh, there's that patented chop that sounds like a shotgun going off here in the building. Look at that.
Both men down on the mat. Deget with a cover. Oh, and I don't think he's going to get it. He's not going to get Huck that easy.
What a great contest. You know, this one's been pretty much evenly matched, which is exactly what I expected.
Deget, first man back up to on his feet. You can tell he's trying to shake off the knee.
Spine buster. He always executes that with such precision. Hooking the leg and only coming away with a 2 count.
That was almost a 3, Jason.
Yeah, you're right. That was 2 3/4, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
You know, a lesser man would have definitely succumbed to that devastating spine buster. Huckaby winding up. This could be good. Oh, look at that. He took the man's head off.
Almost. That's brutal. That was brutal, Jason.
Huckaby going for another cover.
Huckaby act like he can't believe that the referee's only counting 2.
Wow.
Deget, you can hear him taunting Huck.
He is.
From the mat.
I told you, quit is not in this man's vocabulary.
Absolutely not. These 2 men right here, I told you it was going to be like 2 buck deer locked up.
And you were right. They did not disappoint.
Big forearm to a jaw. And right back with one.
This match, of course, is a 10-minute time limit, and we're right about at the 50% mark.
Yeah.
I think just over 5 minutes has elapsed, so we're about halfway through. Look at this. Devastating. Absolutely devastating.
These men are not only strong, they're technical.
They are. They absolutely are.
And Huck reaches out and grabs the ropes, knowing where he's at in the ring at all times. We were talking about that a while ago.
Yes, yes. You know, the one thing that's kind of interesting, you know, there's definitely a distinct size advantage to Deget Bundlez, but you know what? I think pound per pound, the strength category, they're an even match.
He's got him rolled up. He's still not going to get him like that. He's not going to get Huck that easy.
Look at this, another attempt.
Huck back on Deget again.
I think maybe referee Jonathan Schrader got a little bit tangled up in the fray there as well, as he's favoring his ribs a little bit. Look at this. Their shoulders are on the mat.
30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining.
know what that was. I don't know what you call it.
Devastating, that's what I call it.
7.
It doesn't have to be pretty shotgun. It just has to get the job done, as I've been told time and time again. That's evidently all she wrote on it.
That's all she wrote.
10 minutes. That did 10 minutes, and we don't have a winner of this contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, this match is a draw. Time limit has expired.
This match is a draw. I'll tell you what, Shotgun, you should try to get a word
I
with.
think that's what I'm gonna
try
do.
to get a word with Deget Bundlez, if you would.
Fans, we're going to try to get a word here with Deget Bundlez. He and the Incredible Huck have just absolutely put on one more of a match. This like I said, like Jason and I were talking, this is like 2 buck deer locked up fighting in the woods. Deget, number one, I'd like to welcome you to USA Championship Wrestling. That was some more of a match. What do you have to say about it?
10 more seconds. 10 more seconds on the clock. Huck, you are done. DOA, John Doe, put a toe tag on him. That's what would have happened. So, how about it? One more dance? Yeah. I know I could get him.
I'm pretty sure that USA Championship Wrestling would allow it, Mr. Schaefer.
We don't know the time, we don't know the place, but we're going to see these 2 men in the ring together again.
You want one more time?
One more.
Fine. Once USA Championship Wrestling, they named the place, they named the time. Me and you, big man.
All you got to do is be there, big man. Dark Cloud.
There you have it, wrestling fans. Deget Bundlez and the Incredible Huck going to go at it sometime in the future.
While the teams are in the locker room gearing up for another great football season, Ramey Auto Group is gearing up the fans by providing them with the best selection around. Get the tailgate party started with your choice of hundreds of vehicles, new or pre-owned, in 5 locations and your choice of 10 brands. We'll get you into the perfect tailgate ride. Our goal is always 100% credit approval for all of our fans. Check out the full MVP selection and shop 24/7 at RameyCars.com. Just like your team, we aim to be #1, so be on the winning team and buy with us today. Because at Ramey, it's your deal, your way.
In the ever-changing world of website design, the things that people need, the things that people look for, those website norms, they're ever-changing. In many organizations, we're getting to where we don't necessarily have specific departments internally to do those things. When you hire a Cucumber company, you get that internal team feel. You get experts that are within hand's reach. So whether you're looking at a website project, videos, audio-visual support, I highly recommend Cucumber & Company.
Here's all the information you requested.
Wow. Shopping for a car has never been this easy.
Oh, really? How'd it go before?
Can anyone help me? I've been here a while. Can somebody please tell me the price of this car?
Where are my keys? They took my driver's license. I just wanted to buy a car.
Where is everybody?
Tired of the bull? Should have went directly to Hyundai of Beckley.
McCoys. I thought we told you Hatfields to stay out of our beef jerky outlet.
Oh, we just can't resist this delicious prime rib beef jerky.
Cherry maple.
Prime rib.
Cherry maple.
Prime rib.
Cherry maple.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Easy, guys, easy, guys. At least we find one thing the Hatfields and McCoys both have in common. They both love their jerky from the beef jerky outlet.
Suspensions, injuries, controversy, and these 2 gentlemen right here, right in the middle of it. Before we get started, talking with these two. Let's roll a clip from Mr. Mark Wood. Let's cue up and let's roll that clip.
Hello, wrestling fans. This is Mark Wood. As you may know, I've been asked by the offices of USA Championship Wrestling to investigate the attack on Frank Parker. Although the investigation is not complete, enough evidence has been obtained to make the following recommendation to the offices. I hereby recommend that a suspension be given to both Bronco Barnett as well as Drake Tunson for their participation in the attack on Frank Parker. Also, I recommend to the offices regarding Sheik Akbar that he be placed on a probationary period that still allows him to contractually fulfill his obligation for title defenses, not only in our promotion, but in sister promotions, as well as being subject to fines and possibly having the belt stripped from him. As more information becomes available, we will continue this investigation, and we will certainly keep you as fans updated. Thank you.
Of course, Sheik Akbar, our reigning champion, Mr. Hollywood, the Cuban assassin, and of course you just heard the words of one Mark Wood. You gentlemen are just caught up in some innuendo and maybe some bad situations. I'd like to hear your take on it.
How you feeling this week, Mr. Schaefer?
I'm feeling pretty good.
First of all, you just hold this mic and let Mr. Hollywood do all the talking. Before I address Mr. Mark Wood, another thing's coming to you, brother. I want to address something to that phony celebrity, JJ. The reason why I wasn't here last week was simply because I was with the Elite Limo Service. Ambassador Limo took me to Hollywood for the premiere of Stephen King's Castle Rock on Hulu. I was right there with Stephen King, right there with J.J. Abrams, a real celebrity, J.J. Abrams, not this fake celebrity, J.J. And I was out in Hollywood, brother. I'm not a hard man to find. As a matter of fact, talking about Mr. Mark Wood, talking about Bronco Barnett, you know what? Bronco Barnett speaks my language. He speaks the Sheik's language. You know what language that is, Mr. Schaefer?
I don't know because he's missing tonight, so I can't hear what he has to say.
It's called money. He's talking money. And we like to make lots. That's why, Mr. Hollywood, I like to make lots of money, just like these people wish they could make lots of money, right? It's like your wife likes to make lots of money when she gives me a phone call, but I turn her down every single time. Now, let me tell you this right now. Mark Wood, you mark my word right now. I tell you right now, Mark Wood, you mark my word, okay? The champion is here. Sheik and I are here. You know what? Bronco Barnett may not be here. He may be suspended, but I am going to be with this man. I'm going to be his representative because Bronco Barnett has the money that talks the language that Mr. Hollywood speaks. And I'm going to tell you, the tag team champions, the championships are on the line. What do they call themselves?
Hustle and muscle.
They kind of look like the micro midget league to me. But anyway, when we get out here, you're looking at the new tag team champions. We're going to make Bronco Barnett a very happy man. Bronco, you sit at home. I got this one for you, brother.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it. The words of Mr. Hollywood, the Cuban assassin.
And you hold on to this.
So Mark Wood, let me
Before
get
we go
this
anywhere,
straight.
I want to tell you we got a message of our own and brought a videotape of our own. I want you to take a look at this clip. You gonna tell him to roll it?
I think you just
So
did.
Mark Wood,
roll it.
Let me get this straight. You say that I'm gonna be suspended until you finish your investigation. I find that funny, because my lawyers are already all on top of that, and it's not gonna be that long before I'm back. Now, that being said, why do you think you can discriminate against all the fine foreign wrestlers that I'm helping out? You're not doing anything to Crash Cassidy or investigating him for laying his hands on me. Look at me. I'm still wrapped up. I'm still in a wheelchair. and yet he gets to run around all like nothing happened. Except for what happened to him last week. The insanity that's about to come now is all on you. Because thanks to you suspending me, I finally got the Cuban assassin on my payroll. And he's gonna be the voice for the Sheik while I'm out. So you better be ready. Because the chaos starts tonight.
This is the main event. This is for the United States Tag Team titles. The challenges at a combined weight at 505 pounds. From Havana, Cuba, he is Mr. Hollywood, the Cuban Assassin. And his tag team partner from Saudi Arabia, he is the United States Heavyweight Champion. He is Sheik Akbar.
Come on, baby.
Making their way to the ring.
Tag team champions, baby.
At a combined weight at 421 pounds, they are from Roanoke, Virginia. They are the United States Tag Team Champions, Scotty Reigns and his tag team partner, Bobby Yella. Together, they are Hustle and Muscle.
Big matchup here tonight. You know, there's a lot on the line. Shotgun Sullivan, of course, huge words in that clip we saw from Bronco Barnett. And, you know, these two individuals that are standing across the ring from Hustle and Muscle, they have vowed to not only do Bronco Barnett's bidding, but they've vowed to hurt these young men and potentially end the careers of our USA Tag Team Champions.
Well, I tell you what, they just showed their true colors right there. I was getting ready to say, that Sheik is one creepy individual. He weirds me out.
He is. He was standing behind me going clamp, clamp, clamp. Absolutely incomprehensible. It's an absolute mugging that we've got going on here. Well, it looks like our champions have managed to gain the offensive.
They've got
look at this. Hustle and Muscle back on top.
The Cuban and the Sheik just don't know what to do. I mean, they tried to gain the upper hand early. Didn't work.
You know, it's kind of cool right in the corner of Hustle and Muscle, just off out of the side of the camera. You know, we've got a setup by Off the Beaten Track Clothing Company. It's offthebeatentrackclothing.com. Check it out. You can buy the gear that Hustle and Muscle wear out here every week on the program.
It's good looking gear. I'm thinking about going over and one of those hats.
Scotty Reigns goes for the tag, trying to get the fresh man in there. Look at this. Yella up on the second rope, drops the double axe handle. They're working that arm of Mr. Hollywood, a.k.a. the Cuban Assassin.
Yeah, Mr. Hollywood is in a severe amount of pain right now.
Look at that. Quick tags, keeping him in that corner. Scotty Reigns comes off that second rope, and look at that. They're just continuing to work the arm of Mr. Hollywood, a.k.a. Cuban Assassin. Takes him down with the drop toe hold, hooks the leg, goes to work on it. Look, scrubbing him up a little bit there.
Fuzzing the hair. We'd like to give a couple of shout outs to some more fans. We got Big Willie watching down in Virginia, and Faye Buckland watching here, and Rick Hidalgo all the way from South Dakota.
There you go. Of course, Bobby Yella in there. Look at this. They go to attempt to collar and elbow lockup, but the Cuban Assassin has the better of the youngsters. He puts him in the corner, warned about going to the ice by referee Eric Foster. There you go. That's showing you right there. He's trying to hurt this young man.
They're trying to put him out. They're trying to end their careers. They can't stand that.
The Assassin tags in the Sheik, and the Sheik immediately goes to work on Bobby Yella. Look at this.
Here we go again.
And referee Eric Foster cuts off Scotty Raines at the pass.
I've said it once. I've watched these young men work. Scotty Raines is his own worst enemy.
He can be. You know, he's like a pit bull.
Give some more shout-outs here. Going to give a shout-out to John Jewell, Jonathan Gribbett, and Jeannie Ward.
Look at this. They're just choking the life out of Bobby Yellen. He scoops the youngster up in a big slam. Pushes him back down to the canvas, winds up, drops the elbow right into the sternum, driving the air out of an already injured individual. Hooks the leg, but only comes away with a 2 count.
You know, that big elbow he just dropped in the midsection, that right there it'll knock the breath out of it.
Yes, it will. Look at this, the Sheik going to work as well. Making it hard for the youngster to catch a second wind, making it hard for the youngster to catch a breath. Bobby Yellen manages to power his way back up. He's got the fans behind him.
He's showing the Sheik something right now.
Big reversal by the Sheik. He telegraphed it. Look at that. He telegraphed it. And there's that patented drop kick.
Headlock going to throw him into the ropes.
Big shoulder tackle. Bobby Yellen goes for the cover, but it's not enough to get the job done. Look at that, the strength of the Sheik on display here, and Yellen able to reverse it mid-move.
Bobby Yellen not letting go. Not letting go.
Comes away with a 2 count.
I'm telling you, Jason, that Sheik weirds me out. He is a weird individual.
Shoots him off. Look at that, going for that sidewalk slam. The Sheik tagging in Mr. Hollywood. Bobby Yellen has a little bit in the tank, trying to get to Scotty Raines, trying to get to the save. Cut off by the assassin.
The Cuban assassin. Mr. Hollywood.
That's Mr. Hollywood.
Oh, both men down. A double clothesline. Both men are down on the ring, down on the mat right now, Jason.
1 minute remaining. 1 minute remaining in this match.
And Yellen able to make the tag. He comes in and the Sheik is there. Look at him. He's firing left and right. Powers the Cuban assassin into the corner and going to work on the midsection, going to work up top. And it's broken up by referee Eric Foster. Look at that, Eric Foster down.
Down on the mat.
The official is down.
Down on the mat.
Scotty Raines goes
Yellen
down.
outside.
Bobby Yellen to the outside. Here comes another official. Jonathan Schrader, and it's a 3 count. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got new tag team champions.
It sounds like.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got new
it.
tag team champions. Sheik Akbar and Mr. Hollywood. They just won the belts. Shotgun Sullivan.
I'm speechless. I am speechless.
And the winners of the match and new United States Tag Team Champions.
Hold on.
Whoa, wait a minute. Hold on.
The real official.
The legal official in the match.
Senior referee Eric Foster is saying no way.
This match is a disqualification.
A DQ.
Still.
And there's that off the beaten track super kick. Sheik Akbar goes to the leg.
They reversed the decision.
Look at this. Look at this. Akbar's got him in a figure 4 leg lock.
No. Somebody needs to get out here and help Scotty Raines.
Somebody has got to come out here and restore. Look at this. Look at this. It's one Jeff James with a big spear. He took down the Cuban assassin with a spear.
Sheik getting out while the getting's good.
Once again, due to a disqualification, still remaining the
Scotty
United
Raines.
States Tag Team Champions.
Scotty Raines down in the middle of the ring.
Jeff James coming to the rescue, but it may have been too little, too late. Scotty Raines is injured. We need to get a medical out here.
We need to get somebody out here to get Scotty.